welcome back to Orr Sawmills Timber Tales. So today we're going to be sawing up these white pine logs. They're 12-foot logs. This one sat about a year. This one sat about 4 months. We need to get them sawed up. This one's going to be mostly insect damage, and then this one is probably going to have some insect damage, but not so bad. First, we got to change the blade quick, and then we can get this on. So I got to change the blade here. Changing the blade on this one takes longer than the LT35 because this one's got a hydraulic pump on it. You gotta let the air out. And then it takes a little while to pressurize it up. These blades are also a lot longer, so they're harder to get on than the other ones. And since it's fairly new, the blades are pretty tight to begin with. They're kind of hard to get on the wheels, but they do go on. The best spot to actually change the blade is on the other end of the sawmill. You can access both sides without walking around the mill. If we're at the end, you can just walk side to side without having to step around the end of the mill. But so I can show you guys here in frame, this is where I'm going to change it. So just like that, we got a blade on. All we gotta do now is make sure the other side's set even. Then tension the blade back up, and then we can start sawing here. So if you have the blades up, ready, and you're basically, it only takes less than 5 minutes to change the blade. And these blades go up to 85 psi. There's a gauge here on this side that I go off. So now we can get going. You guys follow along. I'm saw these two up quick, and hopefully you guys can keep watching. just want to show you guys something real quick. Those chunks of wood I was throwing off. To show you what's going on there. So when you fell a tree, and then the log hits the ground, sometimes they'll split. And this log, just on the end of this one. So whenever they cut the tree down, it hit the ground and cracked down here on one end, and they cut that off. But they didn't see that there's also a separate cracked part on the other log. It's hard to notice. Usually there's just a little separation in the bark, but for this one you can see that there's a crack that went straight through the log completely, for the most part, at least on one half of it. On the slab, noticed it right away. I wasn't sure for sure if it was a crack from hitting the ground, but that right there is a crack from when the tree hit the ground. And so these logs are 13 foot, so these will still be 12 foot 4 to this right here almost. There's only like 8 inches of loss there. But then the rest of this is anywhere there was beetles that ate through, there is carpenter ants. So you can see them walking around right now. There's a few of them. Actually quite a few of them. So what happens is the beetles will eat the holes through the trees, and then the carpenter ants will find that and start living there and eating the centers out, because there's moisture there, and the carpenter ants live in the tree. So I'm going to get back to stacking this and then saw the rest of this up and keep sawing. But I thought I'd show you that quick because it doesn't always show up in all logs. You actually never want to see it in your logs. So I'm just going to get back to working. So I like to stick everything right away off, get off the handle. A lot of frames for you guys, but I'm just stacking it up in a nice pile. Stick everything. That way, when it comes to drying it can air dry first, while it sits, and then it goes in the kiln right after. So typically air dry stuff before it goes in the kiln. So, just like that, we got 2 logs done. That second one I was trying to make 1x8s, but I only could get 1x6s, but they're pretty clean. No holes in those ones. That first log, like I said, was going to be a lot of damage in that one, and it's just I don't know, it's not going to be great lumber. It'll just go and get sold for probably in a big bulk pile for $100 or something. I always end up doing that. So I'm going to put some stickers in here. So I put my stickers in this little pallet type thing so when I put them up by the planer, I plane it. While I'm planing, I take all the stickers out of the piles and throw them into this thing, bring this thing back down here, and then sticker my piles. So, depending on what type of lumber you're making, if it's great lumber, I always recommend putting the stickers less than a foot apart, 1.5 feet, I guess. But stuff like this is 2 feet is fine. 2.5 feet is fine. I mean, it's never going to make number ones anyways, so we just stack it best we can and get the air to dry. And the reason we don't do a ton of stickers as well is because the amount of piles that I make, if I put, stickers 1.5 feet on every pile, I'd end up with no stickers. So on the nicer lumber, I always use my spiral stickers. I don't know if I have any down here right now, but those are designed for airflow, so the air flows around them. But I use that on my hardwoods and my select pine, not my tongue and groove pine, and my reject pine. So this is all reject. Even all this stuff here is reject. That pile there is reject. There's nice boards in them, but most of it's going to be rejected for number 1s and 2s. There's a pile out here. Top one's all right. Bottom one not so much. But this is nice rainy day today. We got I think a couple inches of rain already today. So I'm going to keep sawing. I'm going to saw those, grab those and put those on the mill quick, and I'll keep sawing in this video. I just got rid of a bunch of cattle, so I don't have to take care of them in this wet, sloppy rain today. Still got 160 more out in the field to check today, but we're just going to keep sawing here, and hopefully we don't have any breakdowns. We shouldn't. This is a brand new mill, so it's just nice working with something that ain't going to break down. So if you guys are going to keep watching, hope you guys enjoy. I'm just going to stack these up. Going to start the skid steer up and grab some more logs for us to saw here and keep going. For you guys that don't know me, I've been sawing for 10 years already. I started when I was 16. I'm 26 now. I just got this mill last month. This is my 4th sawmill. I started with an economizer. That was like a 16-foot manual mill that can only cut like a 22-inch log. I sawed on that thing for probably 3 years, 4 maybe. Then I found the old woodmiser on Marketplace one day when I was at school at college. Left class and then bought it. And then came back to class. My friends in class thought it was kind of crazy for leaving class to go buy a sawmill, but I did it anyways. And then I upgraded, well, in age-wise to LP35. That mill, I didn't really want it. I wanted the LP40, but I had a mill spoken for, and then I sold my other one, and then I lined up to get the LP40, but that fell through. So I went with the next best option, was just to buy a mill, and then I had that for 1.5 years, and then I ordered this 6 months ago. I got it a month ago, so it came in 5 weeks. but it's been a learning curve because this is a lot more stuff you can do with it with that computer setting. But and then the cutthroat's wider, everything's faster. Diesel instead of gas, which is much nicer. It's been working really well for me. I guess I'll show you a couple of the nice things about it on here. So, what the LT35 never had. So, the LT35 had a push arm type thing here for the log turner. This one's got the chain turner, which goes both ways. It's incredibly fast. The toe boards, the LT35 had that, but there's not really any difference on this mill compared to the other one. On the side supports in the back go straight up and down. The other ones would move like a hinge almost up and down, and then that would become an issue because it would hit knots all the time. This one will just go straight up and down, so if you're hitting a knot, it's just going to turn the log a little bit instead of pull the log one whole direction, which the other one would do, and it would bend these things out of whack. This is a manual one on here. There was a hydraulic one on the other one. And then the board return, obviously, these fingers, they pull the boards back off the mill. It just, once you go past the cut, these sit down a little bit past the board. If you don't raise the head, it'll actually grab the cant and pull it back. So you got to raise the head a little bit and then pull it back. But on your last cut, when there's some on the deck like I just had, you can pull it all the way back. But when you're sawing by yourself, it's hard to do that. Here's the PSI gauge for the blade. It's at 85-ish right now. That's what it's supposed to be at. And then we run windshield washer fluid in the blades. I do not like that. Any of you guys got better options? On my LT35, I used to use diesel fuel, but I don't know if I can do that on this one because of this pump. If you guys know if I can or not, that'd be great, because I'd rather just use diesel fuel because it really takes the pine pitch off better than anything. And it's just a drip, so it's not a big deal. It doesn't stain the wood or anything. But and then here's the board deck. The logs or the boards will hit that and slide off. And then also here's all the controls. Kind of you have all your settings in here to run the mill. You got your thicknesses you want. You can change it, obviously, where you want to end the thickness. There's different cuts you can make, different settings you can program. I don't have all my settings in here yet. I just keep doing them as I do different types of stuff. Got your blade lubrication, that's on. When you turn the blade on, that'll light up. You click this if you want your board edge or your debarker on. That only works if you're going forward. And there's many other things on here. A lot of them I don't use yet, but eventually I'll have to figure them out for settings and all that. So I'm gonna grab these logs here and then get back to sawing so you guys can keep watching. But if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. I like to do video tutorials on how to do it, but I haven't been able to do that lately because I need someone to videotape it for me, because when I'm running the joysticks I can't show you everything the saw is doing. I'd like to, but it's hard to do. So with this mill, I used to be able to make a lot of YouTube shorts too, very easily, but this mill, because you got to run the joysticks, it's hard to do that. So I'm gonna get back to sawing. Pardon me, I'm a little sick. So I like to saw about 500 board feet in a pile at a time. It's typically what I do. That's about as much as a skid steer can pick up, but this is my small skid steer I got. Another New Holland that's getting fixed right now. But, so these logs I cut down. You can see that in some of my other videos. But I actually cut these trees down. So they've only been cut for probably 2 months. But the big issue is when you're cutting in the summer, you got all the dirt on the side of these logs. So I gotta actually run the debarker, which is this thing here, and that takes off the bark. You'll see that in the video if you keep watching. So I'm gonna get sawing these. That way you guys can keep enjoying the video. just like that. We're done with another log. I mean, it doesn't take no time at all with this mill. It's pretty quick. This one here, I'll probably make into 1x12. I think I'll probably put up a YouTube short on that one. Just a quick little video for other people. But for the 1xs that are for shiplap and tongue and groove, these are what we're working with so far. The 1x6s are really nice. They'll make some nice shiplap. This one will probably end up being blue stain. Be sorted out after it's dried into a different pile to be sold as blue stain tongue and groove pine. So everything has a different category. Everything gets sorted, I don't know, probably 3 times once before it goes, or everything just gets stacked straight up in the piles before it goes in the kiln, unless I'm sawing for orders. It's like I just saw it up, and then these 2 stacks will go together into the kiln at once. It'll be in there 5 days, come out, and then I'll put another stack in there, and so on and so forth. I'll have to build a bigger kiln soon because this thing puts out a lot of lumber fast. So, but this one here will be 1x12s. Whenever I can make 1x12s, I just make them because I hate wasting nice straight pine logs. This one's mostly straight. Not very many limbs. There's this big one here, but that comes out on the first couple slabs, so that won't even be in the centers or the jacket lumber on this one. So that's a pretty nice log to make 1x12s out of. I saw a lot of board and batten, and for interior and exterior, so that and tongue and groove, I do a lot of that. And then I saw a lot of 1-inch for Etsy people, for people building furniture. So if you guys are new to the channel, appreciate you guys for watching the video. Hope to do another regular form video and post it on YouTube fairly soon here. I like to do a how-to step-by-step of how I'm sawing certain logs. Like these little logs that I'm doing today, there's nothing to them. I mean, there's only a couple ways you can saw them because otherwise you're not going to get any yield. But on bigger logs like that one for 1x12s, you got to be precise on how you cut it. You got to choose certain sides first because of knots and limbs, because some of them you can get right out of the boards. You'll keep them in the slab wood off the first cuts, and if you cut it wrong, the knots will be in almost every board on the sides and they'll be broken. You'll have splits on the side of your big boards or a giant knot in the middle. There's certain ways you can saw it to get it out of it. So I like to do how-tos on step-by-steps of sawing. I need to do one on a couple pine, and then I gotta do some sawing for grade for walnut and maple and some oak. So I gotta do some more new videos. I have some older videos from last year and the year before, so but I want to make a couple new ones for you guys if you guys are learning how to saw, or you guys just want to watch. I do a lot of videos, so I've been doing a lot more live streams here because it seems like you guys like to watch sawing up, especially with this mill. It's a lot quicker than the other one, so it don't take much just to watch and see what I'm doing. So hope to see you guys on the next one, and you guys stay safe out there, and we're gonna just keep sawing here at the mill and keep putting out lumber. So please like, share, and subscribe if you can. And this one right here is the supervisor. He's in a couple of the other videos. He's here every day helping me saw, mostly just eating the ants and the worms in the logs. So we'll see you guys on the next one, and hope you guys take care.